I really wanted to get into kind of Tulsi Gabbard. Everything she's been saying has been good, but kind of like too good. And she's kind of running on this basic point that all of us agree with, that war is not good. The majority of people don't want war. Only psychopaths want war. And she's really coming to the forefront as this kind of peace candidate. But there are some questions about her because, one, it is kind of too good to be true, in my opinion. There's something in my gut distrusting of politicians, like always, because she is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, but at the same time, she is just being hammered incredulously, and I believe very incorrectly, by the mainstream media, who's accusing her and smearing her of being a Kremlin stooge. And the questions that they asked her, I mean, just a couple minutes ago, she was on the Morning Joe show, and they're asking her, is Assad a good person? The Russian apparatuses are probably going to be supporting your campaign. How do you feel about that? What Russians did you speak to? People are flabbergasted that she didn't say that Bashar al-Assad was an enemy or an adversary to the United States. And again, what we're seeing here is a huge disinformation campaign against her, a lot of propaganda. What do you think about her, and how do you think she would do as President of the United States with the larger effects to the Middle East if she was in that position of power, and do you think she's legit?
It's a very good question. Trump also said all the right things. The media also attacked him a lot, but he went back on a lot of things that he promised. Are we going to see the same thing with Tulsi? You know what? I don't think she's like Trump. I think I see a lot more warmth in her. She's obviously someone that cares about people. She's sympathetic. The only worry that I have is people that will exploit her sympathy to lead her down an interventionist path. She has resisted that thoroughly because she is an Iraq War veteran, and obviously she's seen the results of those interventions. So, and I was very proud to hear, like, the fact that she opposed an intervention in Venezuela in spite of all the propaganda that's going on in the media, resisting all this pressure. That says something. It really does. So I have high hopes for her. At the same time, I'm cautiously optimistic, especially because one of these Kurdish leaders, Ilham, I forget her last name, met with her yesterday and tried to convince her to keep US troops in Syria to protect the Kurds. And she might be receptive to that. She made, like, statements that would indicate that, oh, you know, we should pull out. However, we should be pulling out in a cautious way. Well, yeah, but what exactly does that mean? Does that mean you want to prolong the pullout? Does that mean you want to pull out only after the Kurds have been given 1,000 tanks and airplanes to maintain this autonomous region? Or does it mean you want to pull out? Well, that's going to take a very long time. Or do you want to pull out after ensuring that Turkey won't invade and allowing the Syrian military to take over? That would be, you know, much better. But the problem is that it's an open-ended. I mean, it hasn't yet been explained exactly what that means. That's my concern. I feel she's a very open person. She's someone who wants peace, warm-hearted. That's just the sense that I get, even if she's a member of the CFR or not. However, I do see signs that she might be manipulated in the future emotionally, and that could be a risk.
I'm keeping a close eye on the situation, definitely side-eyed, being like, this is too good to be true here. But I think, especially with what's happening in our unpredictable foreign policy, I think that's the right approach to definitely give here. But she definitely was also in Syria on the ground. She definitely keeps talking a lot of things that make perfect common sense, and the mainstream media establishment is totally after her. But again, good point. Similar situation with Donald Trump as well. And
yes, but what she did was even above and beyond Donald Trump, because she went to Syria and she met with Assad, and that makes her enemy of the state, and
exposed the fact that deep state elements and intelligence agencies and our taxes were financing radical Islamist terrorists in that country. She was one of the big, yeah, it was a huge thing that she did, and very few people had the goal to do that. One of the other people who did was Michael Flynn, and he's not in a good position right now with the government as well, and the deep state as well, yeah. So, Mimi, thank you so much for your expert analysis and your help and all your insight. Where can people find out more information about you?
They can find me on Partisan Girl, my Twitter account, Syrian Girl Partisan, my YouTube account, and Partisan Girl or Syrian Girl on Facebook. I also have a Patreon, Syrian Girl, and I'm working on a website. I keep saying that, but I will eventually get there. And yes, we should not forget what Tulsi did. This huge thing that she did to introduce a bill to stop arming terrorists. And I completely support that bill, but it's interesting because under the US law, the PKK is also a terrorist organization, and yet they're arming the PKK linked to YPG. That's for another video. But I think that was so brave of her to do. So hopefully it will be different this time.
Yeah, and let's be smart here, not drink the hope Kool-Aid, but let's keep a skeptical eye on it, because I've been trying to get an interview with her for 3 years now. For a very long time, I'm like trying to get an interview with her. Ron Paul, I talked to him as well. He's trying to talk to her. Also, she's very insulated, so something to look out for. But yet again, just be skeptical. I think that's the best advice that we can. I want to thank you, Partisan Girl, for giving us the excellent advice and commentary. The link to your Subscribe Star will be in the description, and really appreciate your time and really appreciate your effort. And if you guys appreciate it as well, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family members, because YouTube definitely won't, because of the algorithm shifts and the larger messages that we share here. You guys are more important than ever. Without you, this broadcast wouldn't be possible, and that's why I always end every single video by saying, love you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more here on youtube.com/we are change.